It's an uncomfortable truth, but some people in our lives genuinely take pleasure in creating harm and disorder. Think about it. You might be sharing moments with someone, trusting them deeply, only to later realize they are the very source of your stress and emotional pain. Today, we're diving into a subject that is both fascinating and unsettling. How to recognize the signs that you may be dealing with an evil person. Whether it's a coworker, a friend, or even a family member, these individuals are often experts at deception, carefully hiding their true nature behind charm and confidence. We're not exploring this topic out of mere curiosity. Understanding these warning signs can truly change your life. The Stoics believed strongly in the power of perception and in living according to reason and virtue. By identifying and understanding toxic traits, we can protect our inner peace and build healthier, more balanced relationships while staying aligned with Stoic principles like wisdom and self-control. Stay with us as we uncover 5 clear signs of an evil person. By the end of this video, you'll not only be better prepared to recognize these behaviors, but you'll also learn practical strategies to protect your mental health and emotional well-being. And if you appreciate the work we're doing here, I'll ask one simple, free favor. Hit the subscribe button. Please don't skip any part of the video, because you won't want to miss our special bonus section, where I'll share a powerful strategy for setting firm boundaries with these individuals. Let's begin this journey of self-awareness and resilience together. When we talk about people who appear charming and charismatic at first, it's important to remember that appearances can be misleading. These individuals often have a way of energizing a room, making everyone around them feel noticed and important. They know exactly what to say to make you feel like you've just met someone extraordinary. At first glance, they seem engaging, witty, and genuinely interested in your life. It's easy to be swept away by their charm and believe you've found someone special. However, Stoic philosophy teaches us to look beyond the surface and search for truth through careful observation and rational thinking. Over time, small cracks may begin to appear in their polished image. Perhaps they constantly need to be the center of attention, overshadowing others in social situations. They may interrupt you, talk over you, or subtly put you down in front of others. These aren't harmless personality quirks. They are warning signs. The Stoics would advise observing these behaviors calmly, without being blinded by initial excitement. Imagine being at a gathering where this person dominates every conversation. At first, it feels exciting to be close to them, but as time passes, you notice everything revolves around them. When you try to share something personal, they quickly redirect the focus back to themselves. This is where the Stoic principle of apatheia, remaining undisturbed by external influences, becomes essential, allowing you to recognize the self-centered nature beneath the charm. It's equally important to notice how someone reacts when things don't go their way. A genuinely kind and virtuous person handles disagreement and disappointment with calmness and understanding. Someone who is merely wearing a mask, however, may quickly become angry, defensive, or manipulative when challenged. They may lash out or attempt to regain control of the situation. According to Stoic wisdom, such reactions reveal a lack of true virtue. Marcus Aurelius warned us to be cautious of people who display anger and manipulation, as these traits signal an unbalanced character. The key is patience and trust in your observations. Stoics believe deeply in not rushing to judgment based on first impressions. Epictetus taught that we should carefully assess the character of those we allow into our inner circle. If someone seems almost too perfect, give yourself time to observe how they act over time, especially how they treat others when they think no one is watching. True character reveals itself in moments where there is nothing to gain. Not everyone who appears charming has good intentions. Some use charm as a tool for control and manipulation. By staying grounded, mindful, and loyal to Stoic principles of wisdom and discernment, you can protect yourself from being deceived and navigate social interactions with clarity and strength. Another critical sign to watch for is a lack of empathy. Empathy is the ability to understand and share the feelings of others. It allows us to connect deeply, offer support, and form meaningful relationships. Yet some individuals seem entirely disconnected from this essential human quality. They show little concern for how their words or actions affect others, often leaving emotional damage in their wake. The Stoics viewed compassion and understanding as core virtues. Marcus Aurelius frequently spoke about humanity's interconnected nature and the responsibility we have to consider the well-being of others. When someone clearly disregards the feelings of those around them, it is a serious warning sign. Imagine opening up to a friend about something deeply personal, only to be dismissed or mocked. This absence of empathy can leave you feeling isolated and unheard. It's not only about failing to support you during difficult times. It's also about their inability to celebrate your success. Someone lacking empathy may minimize your achievements or even feel threatened by them. This behavior extends beyond personal relationships. Consider a boss who overworks employees without concern for their health, publicly humiliates them, or ignores reasonable requests. The Stoics would remind us that such behavior reflects their character, not our worth, and that preserving our inner peace is essential. A lack of empathy can lead to even darker behaviors. Individuals who cannot relate to others' pain may lie, cheat, or cause harm without guilt or remorse. Seneca emphasized kindness and justice, teaching that our actions should reflect inner virtue. When empathy is absent, these values are abandoned. This trait also appears in everyday interactions, constantly interrupting, showing no interest in others' perspectives, or refusing to help when it's clearly needed. While these actions may seem minor at first, they form a consistent pattern that reveals deeper issues. Stoic philosophy teaches us to observe these signs carefully, understanding that small behaviors often expose true character. If you're dealing with someone who repeatedly lacks empathy, setting boundaries becomes essential. The Stoics believed in protecting one's mental and emotional well-being. You are not obligated to remain close to people who drain your energy and disrupt your peace. Distance, when necessary, is not cruelty. It is self-respect and wisdom in action. A lack of empathy can lead to even darker behaviors. Individuals who cannot relate to others' pain may lie, cheat, or cause harm without guilt or remorse. Seneca emphasized kindness and justice, teaching that our actions should reflect inner virtue. When empathy is absent, these values are abandoned. This trait also appears in everyday interactions, constantly interrupting, showing no interest in others' perspectives, or refusing to help when it's clearly needed. While these actions may seem minor at first, they form a consistent pattern that reveals deeper issues. Stoic philosophy teaches us to observe these signs carefully, understanding that small behaviors often expose true character. If you're dealing with someone who repeatedly lacks empathy, setting boundaries becomes essential. The Stoics believed in protecting one's mental and emotional well-being. You are not obligated to remain close to people who drain your energy and disrupt your peace. Distance, when necessary, is not cruelty. It is self-respect and wisdom in action. Flattery is another powerful tool manipulators use. At first, excessive praise feels good, but eventually you may notice it comes with conditions. Compliments appear only when they want something from you. This creates a sense of obligation and dependence. Stoicism reminds us that true self-worth comes from within, not from external approval. Manipulation can also involve isolation. A manipulative person may attempt to separate you from friends or family, claiming they are the only one who truly understands you. This weakens your support system and increases dependence. Stoics emphasize the importance of community and healthy relationships, recognizing isolation as dangerous to both growth and resilience. Financial manipulation is another tactic, borrowing money without repayment or controlling shared finances to limit independence. The Stoics valued self-sufficiency and warned against becoming dependent on others in ways that compromise freedom. Recognizing manipulation is difficult, especially when emotions are involved, but Stoicism teaches vigilance, clarity, and integrity. Setting firm boundaries and standing your ground is not selfish, it is essential. Controlling behavior is another unmistakable sign. This goes beyond preferences. It involves dominating your choices and limiting your autonomy. Controllers often disguise their behavior as concern, but beneath it lies a desire for power. Stoics viewed personal freedom and self-control as foundational to a virtuous life. Control may begin subtly, someone always deciding plans or dismissing your opinions. Over time, your voice disappears. In relationships, control may escalate into monitoring your whereabouts, demanding constant updates, or invading your privacy. This creates anxiety and fear. Epictetus taught that inner freedom must be protected regardless of external pressures. Financial control, isolation from loved ones, and intimidation through threats are common tactics. These behaviors undermine independence and create fear-based obedience. Stoics like Seneca taught courage and resistance against intimidation. Control is not care, it is domination. Recognizing this truth is the first step toward reclaiming your autonomy. Pathological lying is another clear sign. This goes far beyond occasional dishonesty. Pathological liars lie constantly, often without reason. They fabricate stories, distort facts, and manipulate reality for personal gain. Stoics valued truth and integrity above all else. Marcus Aurelius taught that living according to nature means living in alignment with truth. These lies may start small but grow over time, creating a distorted reality. In workplaces, pathological liars exaggerate achievements, sabotage others, or spread rumors. In personal relationships, constant lies erode trust and leave you questioning your own perceptions. This confusion is intentional. It gives the liar control. Stoicism teaches us to trust reason and remain vigilant. Observe how someone reacts when confronted. Do they accept responsibility or create more lies? A virtuous person admits mistakes, a liar doubles down. Over time, dishonesty destroys the foundation of any relationship. Stoics remind us that distancing ourselves from deceit is sometimes the wisest choice for preserving inner peace. So how can you protect yourself while maintaining peace and integrity? The answer lies in setting boundaries. Boundaries define what behavior you will accept and are essential for protecting your mental, emotional, and physical well-being. Stoics viewed boundary setting as an act of self-respect and a requirement for a virtuous life. Boundaries are not about cruelty, they are about clarity. Communicate expectations calmly and assertively, and enforce them consistently. Discipline and perseverance are key Stoic virtues here. Resistance may arise, especially from manipulative individuals, but Stoicism teaches us to remain composed and unwavering. Sometimes boundaries require distance or ending harmful relationships. Seneca emphasized choosing our associations wisely, knowing they shape our character. Seek support, practice self-care, and remember your worth is not defined by others. Setting boundaries is not weakness, it is strength. Thank you for joining Stoic Journal. Stay strong, stay wise, and continue living your truth.